Hi, my name is Luis Majano. I'm the creator of TestBox, and I wanted to continue with the series of videos that we're doing for the release of TestBox 7. Today, I'm introducing the BoxLang CLI Runner. This is not new. This is something that we introduced in TestBox 6, but we have completely revamped it for this version. We have brand new docs as well. We have everything documented as we love documentation here. And you can see everything that is available here for the CLI Runner. So what is it? Well, it is a BoxLang exclusive feature, and it allows you basically to execute your tests from the CLI. Very important, there is no web server involved in this occasion. However, if you're going to be actually testing some web server capabilities, then we definitely recommend that you install our mock web support, which is a module that we have available for you. It's called BX Web Support, and this basically allows you to mock all the different web components, web BIFs, and even a mock HTTP server that you can actually try to mock different headers, responses, etc. So this is pure CLI testing as well. If you're also building BoxLang applications for the CLI, this will also be very, very handy. So again, this will tell you all the different information and we'll get through it. So every TestBox installation comes with a run and a run bat for Windows as well. And as we execute it, it's going to try to execute all your discovered bundles in your test harness. Now, we also have a lot of execution options. So you can basically say execute all bundles, which is the default, or give me just these specific patterns, or execute this directory with recursion, eagerly fail, make it very verbose. And we've introduced a lot of capabilities in this feature, which is streaming. You can actually stream your results within the console, so great for CI, so you can actually see the results coming in as you're watching your continuous integration. You also have the capability to do dry runs as well, either visually or in JSON representation. And there is tons of things for focusing and output options. So you can say, give me only the failed ones, or show me only the passed ones, or the skipped ones. Show me short stack traces, or actually give me full stack traces. Execute with a maximum amount of failures. So this is important. If you say there's more than 5 failures, then fail the entire build. Right? You also have performance analysis. So this is starting to introduce a lot of performance analysis thanks to BoxLang into your test scenarios. So now I can basically say -- top slowest and give me the top X slowest specifications, right? Or you can give it even a threshold as well. And then you can combine all of them for a nice little DSL of execution. So let's do a little bit of execution and get you up and started. So I'm going to use the TestBox code, which makes it really easy because there's tons of tests here. And let's do the basic one, which is just run. And this is going to basically find and discover my test harness and trying to execute. And as you can see, it's blocking, right? Because it's giving me a little bit of feedback as some of those tests are executing. I really have no idea what it's doing behind the scenes. And then finally, I can actually see my report, right? I can see everything that failed, right? Everything that didn't fail, everything, right? And that's what it's supposed to do, right? So let's improve it a little bit. So let me clear my screen here and let's run it again. But this time, let's do a stream. So now it's going to be different because it's going to start streaming all the different results as the test executions are progressing. This gives me entire feedback of everything that's going on inside of all my test harnesses. Like I said, this is amazing for CI if you actually want to sit there and actually see everything that's failing or not. And there you go. So this is going through all my test executions and giving me my report. All right, let's say that I only want to focus on the failed ones. So look at that, my handy little thing. And I actually want to hide everything that's skipped. I don't want that noise. So in this case, it's going to basically start streaming only things that are failing. And this is great if I just want to focus my stream and end the report on things that failed and not skipped. So that was really, really nice. I can actually see everything that happened. It doesn't mean that it didn't execute the other ones. It just meant that I wanted to show those, right? You can do pinpoint accuracy with all kinds of things here as well, right? I can do show failed only. I can do, for example, bundles patterns, right? Let me look at that one here. I believe it was here in execution options. See, bundles patterns. So this one's a nice one. So I can say bundles pattern. Copy it, and I can say give me anything that is in BDD test, okay? And let's just do all of it for now, and let me stream and give me only those patterns. So now I have a nice little regular expression builder right within TestBox, and it's going to discover those tests and actually execute them, right? So that's one of them, the bundles patterns. There are more when you stream. There are directory, there is a specific bundles that I want to test, right? So if I just wanted to test a specific bundle, right? Bundles, I can basically do test. Let me see if I know it by memory. Let's try it. Let's see if I get it correctly. Okay. Bootstrapping. Oh, got it correctly. There you go. So I can target a specific bundle. I can target a specific suite. I can target a specific specification as well. The cool thing is that since we have our docs and they are agentic, you can give this information to your LLM of choice, or whether it's open code or Claude or whatever, and it'll know how to do this through the CLI. And you can say, hey, go test, and it'll all do it for you. All right, let me end up with a little bit of a performance analysis here. So let me go to the performance analysis, and let me run this again. This case, I'm going to stream. I'm going to say stack trace short. Well, let's do the short is the default. So let's do full stack traces for exceptions. And let me do, where did it go? Performance. Oh, top slowest. I want to see a performance report on the slowest 5 slowest specifications. So in this case, it's going to go run my entire suite, stream it again. If there's any exceptions, now you'll see that I get a huge stack trace because I wanted to see everything. And then at the end, it's going to give me a performance report of the top 5 slowest specifications. And here we go. So here are the top slow specs. It gives me a nice little turtle. And it tells me these are the top 5 specifications that were the slowest. And then I can start doing all kinds of performance metrics here. Like I said, we have lots of ideas coming our way because now we have complete control over these things, and you're going to get nicer and more beautiful reports of everything that's going on. The last feature to show you is the dry run. So if you actually don't know what's going to be executed in your application, you can actually just say dry run. And this is basically going to run a simulation and give you the results visually of everything that's supposed to be tested. So it'll give you a nice report, and it'll give you everything that's supposed to be tested. Obviously, there is no indicators because it's not running it. But let's say that you wanted to integrate this with an IDE or with other capabilities. Well, you can actually say, give it to me in JSON. And it will run the same thing, but it'll give you a consumable data that then you can use for any type of integration. All right. This is just touching the surface. Like I said, the docs are very verbose in everything that you can do, from filtering to performance to everything. But the idea is that now you can have a very nice tool available to you for any application that you're building and do testing. So go ahead, go test, and have some fun with BoxLang and TestBox.